Yes, students, yesterday I have discussed about a journal interest related to the realization account. In the realization account, what we have seen, all the assets were transferred, then all the liabilities have been transferred. Even I have told you that whether he mentions or not, the liabilities has to be paid. So that is what yesterday I have done it. Now I'm going to, whatever we have done it. Now, regarding that, I'm going to transfer all these things to the realization account, and then we are going to see how the things will be. So, here before that, the rest again accounts I'm going to continue after the realization account. If any journal entries, I have to, because I think related to the realization profit, we have to transfer. And personal account, cash, whatever the cash account is there. So here I'm transferring like this. Now first is foremost I'm going to prepare the realization account, then the other. So you all remember, no, yesterday first what we have done, we have transferred all the assets, then we have transferred all the liabilities. So first the same entry I'm writing here, the transferring of assets. So to first I said we are not going to transfer bank until and unless he mentions. So to debtors, how much is the debtors value in the textbook? 1,52,000. Then to stock, it is 60,000. To furniture, 10,000. Then to land, it's 2,90,000. Then to land and building, వచ్చేసి 1,12,000. Now this is what I have transferred. Now when I have transferred this one, now I have to transfer the liabilities also, no? So here I said we have a liabilities only about the sundry creditors. So that alone I'm transferring by sundry creditors, which is how much he gave, 1,50,000. So this is how I have transferred. Now once I have transferred this one, I said once the all the assets have been transferred here, those have to be obviously will be sold out. So I said all we have written cash account debit, cash account debit to realization. So that all I'm posting here. Now what all the things? First, buy sundry debtors. What on the same debit side order only I'm taking here. So sundry debtors, how much value realized on debtors? 1,30,000. Next, buy stock. Buy stock, I got how much? 45,000. 45,000. Then buy furniture. Furniture, how much we got? Some 9,000. Sorry, 9,000. Then buy, what else we have? Plant, no? Plant, how much we got, ma? Plant, we got 2,50,000. Then after plant, land. So land I have realized how much land I realized 1 lakh. This is the way I have written. Now once this is completed, I have transferred the first one. I have transferred all the assets on this side, and after sorry. We have to write all the things. We have to write by cash, no? So here all the things. What I'm doing is this is creditors is correct only. The next one debtors, sundry debtors. Within this one by cash we have to write actually. So by cash sundry debtors value this one, and here also by stock it will be actually by cash, and this will be in the brackets. This is done. Next, furniture. So this again I'm writing as cash. This is done. Next, plant also by cash. And the last one is by cash within a bracket. Now here, just have a look. So first I have written all data which I data stock, all the assets which I have transferred to the realization. After sales, all the cash I have received. Now this is done. Now creditors also I have to write it no. So creditors here, whether he mentions that we have paid or not, it is not going to disturb our transactions, because what did I said, ma'am? Liabilities, the payment of the liabilities is must whether he mentions or not. So that's why here I'm going to write cash. What he is paying? Creditors. So close it. How much is the value? Creditors. It is same as he has not mentioned amount, so I'm going to pay total 1,50,000. Then again, what else we have? We have one more thing is expenses are there. So expenses also we are going to write. Why this undo? To cash creditors 1,50,000. Now this is done. Now next, Krish. Next, expenses are also there here. So that's why I'm writing again cash within a bracket expenses. Over. So amount is 4,000. Now when I'm totaling it, here I am getting is, let me see. Let me use the calculator here. So when I'm totaling here, 1,52,000 less 60,000 less 60,000 plus 10,000 plus 2,90,000 plus 1,000, 1,54,000. If I am doing all together, I am getting 7,78,000. On the debit side, I'm getting 7,78,000. So let me write one side. I'm getting 7,78,000. Now on the credit side also I have to see, no, so 1,50,000 plus 1,30,000, sorry, 1,50,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 45,000 plus 9,000 plus 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh. If I'm doing, I'm getting here 6,84,000. So when I minused this one with the above amount, that is 7,78,000. So I am getting 94,000 as my loss, ma. I'm getting 94,000 as a loss. So these 94,000, when I divide, let me write first here. I'm getting the loss. So obviously the losses are to be again shared among whom? The partners left over, and the ratio is 5 is to 3 is to 2. So I'm transferring by first person. First person is X capital. His share is 47,000. Then by Y capital, he is sharing 28,200. Then by Z capital, he is bearing the share of 18,800. So overall, the total loss is 94,000. So this is how we got it. Now I have to total it all the together. So I'm totaling it here. So biggest total is on the debit side, that is 7,78,000. Here also it is the same, 7,78,000. Now this is about a realization account. And next I'm going to do a cash account here separately, ma. Simultaneously I'll do the cash account as well as a capital, so that it becomes very easy for you to understand. Again, completing the capitals then doing a cash, it is going to be little bit confusing for you. So that's why simultaneously I'll do it, so that it becomes very easy for you people to understand. Actually this method is very easy comparatively to the other things. So particulars amount. Now we all know it, cash is a part of asset. So obviously opening balance of the cash should be on which side, ma'am? Debit side. So to balance brought down, it's in the textbook. The bank is there. Actually, he has mentioned here bank, ma. So let me write here once again. He has mentioned bank actually. So bank or cash. Bank or cash. Okay, bank or a cash account. So here balance, how much he has given? He gave 18,000, ma. He gave balance of 18,000 in this one. Now here I said we are going to check with the cash book, no? So I have to see 18,000 is the opening balance. Then we have sold all the assets. When I sold all the assets, I got some amount, no, ma? So that I have to write it. So that I'm writing here. Now just see, all the cash were on the credit side. That means these all will come on the debit side, no? So that's why how many are there? I'll tell you. I'll count it. Those many we have to write two realization, two realization. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So 5 times I'm going to write as to realization. So to real, I'm writing, please understand. It is about debtors, DEB, debtors. So how much is the amount? It is 1,30,000. Then again to real, this time it is stock. Stock, I'm closing the bracket. So this amount is 45,000. Again to real, and this time it is furniture. So furniture amount is 9,000. How I got a cash? Likewise, I'm just transferring it now. Just observe. Now after furniture, next is plant. How much is the plant value? We got 2,50,000. Yeah. Then to real, last is land. So how much we got? Land we got some 1 lakh. Now this is how I have written. Just observe how I have written it. Whatever, how many times cash was there on the realization account credit side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So from which account I have taken it? From the realization. So that's why how many times the first effect completed on the credit side means the second effect will be on the debit side. So that's why to realization, 5 times I have completed. Now please have a look here again in the realization. Do we have anywhere else cash? Yes, I have again on the debit side 2 times it has been posted. Now 2 times I have to write. Now first effect it is on a debit side means obviously the second effect will be on the credit side. So how many times I'm going to write? 2 times. But from which account I'm taking? From realization. So that's why I'm going to write here by realization bracket. This is creditors. So creditors I'm writing here. How much is the amount? 1,50,000. And then again by realization. Now this time it is expenses. So close the bracket. How much is the amount? 4,000. Now these things we have completed. So these things I have borrowed from where? I borrowed from the realization. Now still the account is there, I said now. So that is what. Again we are going to prepare the partner's capital. Then we are going to finalize the other things. So here I'm preparing the partner's capital, ma. Here how many partners are there? 3 partners. So that's why drawing the partner's capital account. Okay, now this is done. So here I'm preparing again my capitals account, partners capitals account. So here partners capital account. So here again it will be particulars X, Y, Z. Particulars X, Y, Z. Now this is done. Now here we are preparing what? Capitals. So that is the reason capitals always will be opening balance will be on which side, ma? Credit side. So that's why here I'm writing their balances. By balance brought down. First X capital amount was 3,30,000. and Y's capital is 1,30,000 and Z capital is 32,000, Nana. Now then, before going to the further, I am going to see, do I have any kind of general reserve or any other profits? Because we have already discussed yesterday that any kind of these things are there, we are going to go for distributing these kind of a things also. So that is the reason I am going for checking it. But here in the liability side, except the sundry creditors and the capital, I don't find anything else. So that's why no reserve, nothing. Now this is done from the balance sheet. Now I have to go to the realization, because if there is a profit, the profit is to be shared among the people now. So I'm going to check that one. But unluckily, there is no profit being shared among the people. Actually, the realization has turned out to be loss. So that means there is nothing else to be posted in the credit side. Now leave it. Now please come down to the debit side. Now profit means we'll post on the credit side, but loss means I have to post on this debit side only now, because just see X, Y, Z, both are three people are standing on which side? First time they are standing on a credit side. So second time they will come down to the debit side. From which account? I'm taking it from realization. So realization bracket, what we got? Loss. So I'm sharing it. Their losses. First person's loss is 47,000. Second person's loss is 28,200. And third person's loss is 18,800. Now this the way is done. After loss, I'm going to see, I'm going to check for other things, like, is the person, any of the partner has taken any kind of assets, or they have taken a responsibility of making any liabilities. So here he didn't do any kind of a things. So simply I can close this one, no? So when I'm closing it, I have balanced it. I don't have any other thing, so I have to balance it. Now usually our regular practice was, we used to write as balance carried on, but here we should not, because the company is getting closed. When the company is getting closed, there is no choice. Only when we write a balance carried on, when there is a chance of continuing. But here the company is not continuing, actually it is closing out its company. So that's why we can't write anything. So simply we'll settle their accounts by making the cash payments. So first persons we got, when we minus, we got 2 lakhs 83. Second persons from 1 lakh 30, if I minus 2 lakhs 200, sorry 28 to 200, I'm getting 1 lakh 1,800. And third person from 32,000, if I'm minusing 18,000, I'm getting 13,200. So this is the way I have transferred where, to the cash account I have transferred. So there will be no balancing figures. Remember that there will be no balancing figures. Simply I'm going to close this one now. So first person's total is how much, 3,30,000 is the total. Second person's is 1,30,000. Third person's is 32,000. The same will be here. 3,30,000, 1,30,000, and 32,000. Now this is over. Now here, after completing this one, just have a look. Do we have cash anywhere? Yes, on the debit side. So first effect, cash is on debit side, means obviously the second time it will be coming on the credit side. So here I'm going to write from whose account I'm taking? From X capital. How much is the amount, How much we got? That is 2,83,000. And what is the second person? By Y capital. 800 and buy Z capital 13,200. Now please just go for checking the totals. Remember, once after completing a realization, then we go for partners capital and then we are going to go for cash closing. If you want realization and a cash, like how I have done simultaneously, you can do it, ma. But closing, we are going to do cash or a bank at the last, not at the beginning, at the last, because how the totals are going to tally, likewise, it has to get tallied. So now I'm going to check, is it really tallying or not? So just a second. First, on the debit side, we have 18,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 45,000 plus 9,000 plus 3,50,000. 2,50,000 plus 1 lakh, it is 3,50,000. So I am getting a total of 5,52 on the debit side. Remember, second side, on the credit side, 5,54,000 plus 2,83,000 plus 1,01,800 plus 13,200. So I am getting again on the debit side, credit side also 5,52,000 only. So that means my total got tallied. So this is the way we are going to prepare it. So realizations are much more easy comparatively. So both the sides 5,52,000 I got. Here also on the other side 5,52,000. So if it is getting tallied means your sum is perfectly correct. No, if it is not getting tallied, then somewhere you have done wrong. So this is the best chance you can find out where we went wrong. So I think it's very clear for you people. Now I have to tell a journal entries, no? So please take down the screenshots or else it's recorded. So you can put a pause and you can take down in the class box, I think. So journal entries you are going to have regarding this one. First, in this, you are going to have what is the new thing about this one is this one that is related to the cash. So what is the cash? What is the entry we have written? X capital account debit. How much amount? 2,83,000. Next, Y capital account debit. His amount is 1,01,800. Sorry, 800, no, 600 I have written. Then Z capital account debit. His amount is 13,200. To where we have settled through cash. So that's why to cash account. How much is the total amount? The total amount comes around, let me check again. Let me take a calci. 2,83,000 plus 1,01,800 plus 13,200. So it's coming 3,98,000. 3,98,000. So 3,98,000. This is a first journal entry which I have to give it to you. So even if from the realization I did not give the entry, no. So for that also I'm giving here for realization loss. But I gave that entry also. It becomes easy for you. So for realization loss. So how the entry will be? Again, here also it is X capital account debit. How much is the X loss, ma? 47,000. Then Y capital account debit. His loss is 28,200. And then Z capital account debit is 18,100. To which account I said? Where we got loss? Realization. So realization account. So I'm not writing account. I need a space for filling the amount. So total amount is how much now? 94,000. Now realization also completed, Noma. That is also done. So these are the journal entries. I think I have not missed out anything. All the journal entries in yesterday's class, I have told you about this entry. Yesterday's class, I have told you about these entries, ma. That is about transferring of entry, then getting a cash. Here also transferring of liabilities and paying through cash. This is done. Now today I have talked to you about these things. That is balance from the settlement through cash, whatever we are making. So apart from that, we don't have anything. Usually what happens, there will be a journal entries. Sometimes what happens, the partners are going to take assets also, ma, and they will be accepting to pay the liability. So in such case, the journal entries, extra journal entries will come. So this is only for these things. So I think it is very much clear. You have understood. So